He said the wrappers weren't empty when they went in, and behind him, we saw faces, small, pale, and waiting for someone new to join them. It was Halloween night, 2024, the one I'll never forget. My friends Mason, Eli, and I were out for candy hunting like we did every year. The neighborhood was alive, glowing pumpkins, costume kids, and the smell of burning candles mixing with cool October air. We had hit most of the houses in our block, and were about to call it a night when Mason pointed toward the far end of the street. "There's one more house," he said. It was the last house on Willow Lane, a place people usually skipped. The lights were dim, no music, no laughter, just a single carved pumpkin flickering weakly on the porch. "Let's go," Eli said, already halfway there. The closer we got, the quieter it became. The wind died, and even the distant chatter of trick-or-treaters faded away. The house looked worn down, its windows covered with thick curtains, and its porch steps creaking with every step we took. We knocked. Nothing. Mason laughed nervously. "Guess they're out of candy." Then suddenly, the door creaked open just a few inches. Inside was complete darkness. A raspy voice came from the shadows. "You boys like sweets?" We froze. Eli forced a laugh. "Yeah, it's Halloween." The door opened a little wider, revealing an old man, pale, with deep-set eyes and a trembling smile. He held out a bowl filled with candy wrappers. Only wrappers, not a single piece of candy inside. "You can take as much as you want," he whispered. Mason frowned. "Sir, these are empty." The old man stared at him, his expression never changing. They weren't empty when they went in. The air inside the house seemed to shift. A faint sound came from behind him like soft crying. The man turned his head slowly toward the sound, then back to us, whispering, "You can meet the others if you'd like." That's when I noticed something. Tiny handprints on the inside of the door. Small, sticky, and red. Eli muttered, "Let's go," and backed away. But Mason, stubborn as ever, stepped closer, saying, "It's just a prank." He pushed the door a little more open. The crying grew louder, but it wasn't coming from a person. It sounded like a recording, looping over and over. And inside, behind the man, we saw a movement. Small shapes crouched in the dark. Faces pale as paper, eyes glowing faintly in the candlelight. Mason screamed, dropping his candy bag, and we ran, sprinting down the street until we could hear people again. When we finally looked back, the house was dark once more. The pumpkin on the porch had gone out. Later that night, when Mason's mom drove us home, we passed Willow Lane again. Every house still had its lights on, except one. The last house. It was gone. The lot was empty. I still don't know what we saw that night, but sometimes on Halloween, I swear I hear faint crying when the wind passes through that part of the neighborhood.